We don't know why anything exists. We don't know what it means to exist. We discovered the laws of physics, which describe almost all phenomena with great accuracy, but we don't know why any laws of physics exist and why they are the way they are. We notice that everything changes in this universe, and we invented the concept of time to describe this phenomenon, but we don't understand its nature. The laws of quantum physics imply that before observation, understood as interaction with another material object, the world may only exist as a superposition of infinite possibilities, and for reasons unknown to us, only one of them materializes, and we can't know which one. We don't know what space is, and we found that this space creates new space, causing the universe to expand faster and faster. Unknown creates unknown. That is our knowledge. When it seemed to us that we found something that is the basis of existence, I mean energy, in the process of creating a new space, the amount of energy increases without changing its properties. Something arises from nothing. At least it seems so. Despite the huge successes of physics, we know that our two best physical theories, the general theory of relativity describing the phenomenon of gravity, and the quantum theory describing the universe in microscale, at the densities of matter that were just after the Big Bang and inside black holes, break down, because then both play an equally important role, and so far we have not been able to reconcile these theories. According to quantum theory, a particle is in a superposition of different positions before it interacts with matter, and how matter bends space depends on where it is located. So, without knowing the position of the particle, which according to quantum theory is indefinite, it is impossible to determine how it changes the geometry of space. The second problem that has not been solved to date is that in quantum theory, space is static. It's just a place where fields and particles interact, and in general relativity, space can be curved by matter. When, after the publication of the general theory of relativity by Einstein, it was possible to explain with great accuracy the behavior of planets in the solar system and the deflection of light in the star's gravitational field, it seemed that we knew everything about gravity. Unfortunately, after the discovery of other galaxies, it turned out that stars in spiral galaxies far from the center move too fast than the gravitational force of known forms of matter would allow. For the same reason, individual galaxies in galaxy clusters were moving too fast. It means that either the general theory of relativity on a larger scale is not true, or, saving it, we will invent the existence of so-called dark matter interacting with known matter consisting mainly of electrons and quarks only by gravitation. We call it dark matter because it would have to neither emit nor absorb electromagnetic waves, because otherwise we would have discovered it. Assuming the existence of dark matter responsible for the strange behavior of stars and galaxies, and dark energy responsible for accelerating the expansion rate of the universe, known matter would account for about 4% of the universe's energy, dark matter 23%, and dark energy 73%. A growing group of physicists do not believe in the existence of dark matter and are trying to modify the general theory of relativity. We try to get to know the world because we are interested in who we are and what our fate will be. We want to know what is the meaning of our existence. Due to the fact that science does not give us full knowledge about the world, we supplement it with our ideas. The most often a mixture of our knowledge and our wishful thinking. The mankind has divided into two main groups: those who believe in the existence of a causative cosmic consciousness that exceeds the capabilities of the human mind, giving sense to the existence of the whole world and ourselves, and atheists, the majority of whom believe that everything important for their lives has already been discovered by science, and because it has not discovered anything other than various forms of matter, they believe that life is only a certain form of organization of dead matter with a certain autonomy. In the way atheists perceive a man, he is no different from a complicated robot. Both attitudes are rooted in our limited knowledge. The choice of any of the described attitudes has its serious consequences in the choice of value systems that organize our daily lives. Because of this, even bloody wars break out. Both the lack of knowledge and the belief that science has already discovered everything that is important for our lives are dangerous. It does not appear that this major dispute will be settled in the near future. For this reason, both groups should understand that their existential choices may be false because they stem from limited knowledge. Our experience shows that the world does not adapt to our expectations and definitely exceeds them. It is almost certain that both groups are wrong. We don't even know how many levels of existence there are. Perhaps the answers to our most important questions lie on some higher level of existence to which we will never have access. I will describe this problem with a specific example. Recently, an employee of an artificial intelligence company claimed that his computer gained consciousness. Let's assume that it really happened. Without our interference, could this computer discover the existence of the people who created it? Of course not. The answer to his questions about the essence of his existence would not be available to him. It can be similar with answers to our most important questions. Some physicists even believe that our universe is a great simulation created by some higher intelligence that is outside our world. Personally, I don't believe it, but the world completely ignores what I believe or don't believe. If we created such a community of artificial intelligences and isolated it from us, within this community there would probably be those who would believe in our existence and those who would not believe in our existence because their science would not discover any trace of us. In everyday life, we keep common sense, and where we are not sure of our reasons, we allow the possibility of making a mistake with our choices, and when we discover a mistake, we quickly withdraw from our choices, repairing the damage. Unfortunately, the entire humanity, in case of choices regarding the meaning of our existence, burdened with the possibility of making a huge mistake due to our limited knowledge, moves forward regardless of whether the road does not lead to a catastrophe.